Good morning to meteorologist Travis Klineski here on this Monday morning. We are seeing snow continue to fall right now. I will admit though, my forecast model I think is a little too far south. Most of the snow that's flying right now is kind of right in here and northward in these areas here. So it's probably showing a little more snow than what's actually happening in places like North Platte and the Tri-Cities, as it's much lighter farther south and to the southwest. So again, the highest snowfall rates will continue to be in northern and northeastern areas today, but then we'll see us transition more to southern and southwestern areas as we get into tonight and tomorrow. Now the snow will probably be a little lighter tonight, but maybe pick back up a little bit more towards tomorrow morning and during the day tomorrow. And notice it's southern areas with the highest snowfall rates, I think, during the day tomorrow. This will continue right through the day tomorrow. Now as we get into tomorrow night, we're still seeing some snow, but it will start to wind down. And by the time we get towards sunrise on Wednesday, most of it should be done. But the other thing we're going to deal with is colder and colder and colder air coming over the next couple of days. It's cold this morning. It's going to get worse in the days ahead. Excuse me, I apologize for the coughing here. Still fighting a cold. As we look at our advisories in effect for today / tonight / tomorrow, it's kind of a difficult one to decipher here. First off, the winter storm warning is outside of our area here to the southeast. Until 6 o'clock tonight, we have northeastern areas included in a winter weather advisory. That's only until 6 o'clock tonight. The heaviest snows that are falling will continue to fall this morning and through the day today, but then wind down where there won't be much, just mostly lighter additional snow on top of that. Middle areas in here, it's in effect now and continues until 6 o'clock Tuesday evening. Southern and southwestern areas, it kicks in tonight and continues until 6 p.m. tomorrow night. So that can be very confusing, but again, I expect most of your snow today to accumulate in northeastern areas, and then most of your snow tonight, tomorrow, and tomorrow night to accumulate in southwestern areas. We'll show that on your future snowfall graphic. There is between now and tonight at 7 p.m. And notice, it's a very light snow in southwestern areas, maybe an additional 1 to 2, possibly 3 inches of snowfall on top of what we've already seen. So this is including the snow that fell last night, which some places picked up about an inch or so of snow. Then let's add on additional snow now for Monday night, Tuesday, and Tuesday night. By the time we get to Wednesday morning and it's all said and done, we're going to probably see a widespread 2 to 5 inches of snow, but there are going to be some isolated areas that pick up around 6 inches of snowfall. Tri-Cities area, I'm kind of in that 3 to 5 inch range right now, but again, isolated amounts could be a little bit higher than that. That's the snowy side of things, which should wrap up Wednesday morning, and after that, we're pretty much done for the rest of our forecast period. Then there's a lot of cold air to come, and this is very confusing. It can take a long time just to explain all these, but there are cold weather advisories, extreme cold watches, extreme cold warnings in place. Now, most of these cold weather advisories are going to be ending up north by noon today and will be replaced by extreme cold warnings right here. A cold weather advisory is actually in effect until noon tomorrow in southeastern areas, which will then be taken over by this extreme cold watch, which is in place over all of eastern areas, basically from tomorrow afternoon all the way through Thursday at noon. This will be eventually replaced by a cold weather advisory. So basically the best way I could put it, look at it as in the entire area is pretty much under a extreme cold warning, While, again, you don't see it for everybody. We have got so much cold weather to come, you might as well look at it as an extreme cold warning, basically through Thursday morning for the entire area. That's the best way to look at it, because these are confusing to see all these different maps. This is basically the best map to show you. Here's your highs for today, not even including the winds out there. High temperatures, which are basically about where we're at right now this morning. Our temperatures aren't going to warm up today. We're going to stay pretty steady throughout the day today. Sub-zero readings up north, single digits, low to mid-teens farther south. Colder tonight, 5 to 15 below, 16, 17 below up north. That's not even factoring in the winds. Wind chill values, 20, 25, 30, 35 below zero. Very common tonight. Tomorrow's highs, single digits above and below zero. Very cold air in place, not even factoring in winds, which will be a little breezy, but not super strong out there. But the winds will make it feel so much colder tomorrow night. Another very cold night ahead of us here. Single digits and teens, maybe a few 20s below. And then Wednesday, another very cold day. And this is about the time the snow is ending here on Wednesday, and we'll even start to get some clearing towards Wednesday night. I'm going to go into my editor mode real quick here because I don't have a graphic built for this, but I'm going to change this to Wednesday night here. So give me a second to change everything on this graphic here. It takes a little bit of time to do that here, but I just wanted to be able to show you everything. You can see the numbers right now. That is Wednesday night / Thursday morning. Temperatures in the teens and 20s below. Not wind chills, but actual air temperatures. We are probably looking at near record or record lows as we get into Wednesday night and Thursday morning. It is going to be dangerously cold out there. The best thing I can say to you about the next couple of days, the best advice I can give you, if you have pipes that are close to outdoor walls and things like that, this is the kind of weather where you need to be making sure there's a little water drip in your house, leave a little water running through the nighttime, and really even during the days as well here with so much cold weather to come. Now, Thursday is kind of our first sign of improvement. It's still cold, single digits and teens, but that's the first sign of improvement. It's going to get better pretty quickly from there, but we have got about 4 to 4.5 days of extremely cold conditions before we get there. So again, looking at the Tri-Cities 7-day forecast, again, we've got snow over the next almost 48 hours, a lot of cold air to come, the worst of which will be Wednesday night into Thursday morning. That makes Thursday actually sound kind of warm compared to Wednesday. I mean, we're back into the single digits below zero Thursday night. And then from there, we get into the 20s on Friday, 30s on Saturday, and 40s on Sunday. And then look at this to come as we get into next week. We're talking 50s to near 60 degrees, snow melting weather on the way. So we are quickly going to see a major turn in our weather pattern compared to where we're at over the next few days. North Platte, again, we've got the snow the next couple of days. Maybe an additional 1 to 3 inches of snowfall for North Platte, wrapping up early on Wednesday. A lot of cold air to come. I don't have it quite as cold for you Wednesday night and the Thursday morning as I do for the Tri-Cities. But from there on out, we start to warm things up. Friday, we're back near 30, 40s on Saturday, and low 50s on Sunday, with 50s and 60s returning early next week. So that is some nice looking weather to come. It's amazing what a swing in temperatures we're going to see over the next 7 to 10 days. And finally, some good news, which we haven't had a lot of over the last couple of weeks. Again, the Climate Prediction Center matches it pretty well as well. Next week, we've got a lot of above average weather, temperature-wise, to come. Probably looking at near average precipitation. We may have some chances down the road. We'll see. Let's take a look at some of those long-range models real quick. Again, we still got snow these next couple of days. Today is mostly northern and eastern areas, and then it shifts more towards southern and southwestern areas tomorrow and tomorrow night before moving on out by Wednesday morning. And then from there on out, we're pretty much dry the rest of this week and this weekend. I don't have a lot of moisture in the forecast until maybe sometime later on in this period here as we get towards the middle of next week. But even then, European model doesn't have much right there. So we're probably not going to see much moisture for the final week of February. Here's the GFS model, again, northern and eastern areas today. And then tonight, a light snow for the most part kind of shifts towards southern and western areas tomorrow. Although there could still be snow farther north, it's just the higher amount rates will be farther south before kind of shifting out of our area by Wednesday morning. Not a lot after that. I think the GFS does have a little bit for next week, but not much. Yeah, we're kind of close. So, but really, more than anything, we're just looking forward to the warm-up to come next week here. One final thing I'll show you here is the temperature trends here. We've got a lot of cold to come, and again, the worst of it's going to settle right over top of us midweek. Look at that Arctic air just spill southward and sit right over top of us Wednesday and Wednesday night. And then it starts to shift east Thursday, Friday, and we're going to build into some warmer weather this weekend, and it gets even better into next week. Look at that. Although, European model does want to bring some chillier air back south by the middle of next week. That's one of the things where the European model is maybe a little different than the GFS model. Let's see where the GFS model is showing here. Again, the colder air is sinking southward the next few days and settling right over top of us between now and Wednesday night, Thursday morning. Then we start to warm up a little bit towards the end of the week with much better weather this weekend, and it's going to get even better as we get into next week. And GFS is showing somewhat of a cool down coming later on in the week here, where maybe we break down that warm air just a little bit. So certainly I think that Monday, Tuesday time frame looked pretty good. We'll see how Wednesday and Thursday shape up down the road, a long ways out yet. But because it is so far out, I'm not going to get too worked up. I'm just looking forward to finally mounting some snow next week and getting some milder temperatures to return to our area. So I'll leave you with one final look at the Tri-Cities forecast and the North Platte forecast for the next 7 days to get one more kind of final look at things here. But I want to thank you all for watching here on this Monday morning. Stay warm out there, stay safe on the roads here the next couple of days with the snow coming. We'll get through this and we'll look forward to some better weather to come down the road. Thank you all for watching. We'll talk to you all again on Tuesday morning. Take care and God bless. Bye.